Everybody loves roast chicken. It's a real favourite, especially for Sunday lunch. So I have a 1.5 kilo quality assured chicken, and we're going to get lots of flavour into the centre of it using some garlic. So what you do with a full bulb of garlic into the centre, split it open, and then some lemon. So we're going to be, it's lovely and citrusy, and with the garlic and rosemary, it's going to be full of flavour. So we drizzle some oil just over the chicken. And I love the skin of roast chicken. Some black pepper, and then a good pinch of some salt. Now, into the centre, just bring your plate over, and then we put the garlic in, whole, no need to peel it. Just push this right in, and then our lemon here. And just make sure to go right to the back of the chicken. Now what this does, it keeps the chicken really moist, gives it loads of flavour, and especially for our gravy. Now we're putting in some rosemary. You can use thyme, any kind of other herbs, and of course you could put onion into the centre of the chicken. Now to keep it all together, just with a wee cocktail stick, push this in through the skin. Right, so that's our chicken. Just rub it all over with the oil. Sit it onto your trivet, which I'm going to explain about. Just going to wash my hands. Very important to wash your hands after handling any kind of raw meat. Now, so for our chicken, we have it sitting on a trivet. And what a trivet is just we're using these beautiful root vegetables. We have some carrots, celery, some red onion, and some leeks. Just cut them nice and chunky. They don't have to be cut small, because we're going to serve these as an accompaniment for the chicken, but it's going to give it loads of flavour. The reason why we sit the chicken on this, the air circulates and all the juices for the gravy will go down onto the vegetables. I have about one bulb of garlic unpeeled, and we're going to sprinkle this just around the roasting tin. And then another good drizzle of oil. So there'll be beautiful flavour from the vegetables, from the chicken, the lemon. Good pinch of salt, just on your vegetables, and then some black pepper. So any kind of seasonal vegetables, whatever is available, but carrots are hard to beat. You could use parsnips, celery, which is a bulbous celery, absolutely delicious. So the chicken's ready to go into the oven. I preheated the oven to 230 degrees. And as soon as the chicken goes in, you reduce it to 200. And you give the chicken an hour and 20 minutes to cook. So after an hour and 20 minutes, your chicken is cooked. Just be careful, it's hot. I just want to show you how you test when it's cooked. You get the point of the knife, go to the thickest part near the bottom of the breast where the wing is, and when the juices run clear, it's cooked, so it is. Now we're going to lift off our chicken. We're going to let this rest. So just be careful. It's hot. And then we're going to get our vegetables, our red onion, and our carrots. So we're going to serve this with the chicken. Lots of flavour from the garlic and the lemon, and of course the rosemary. Now, I'm going to place that over there. So it's very important you let it rest before you actually cut. Let all the juices settle. A little bit of tin foil, crunch it all, and the same over your vegetables. Now, we're going to make our gravy. Turn on the heat, get this nice and hot, and give it a good stir. So in goes a spoonful of flour, and this will help thicken our gravy. Sprinkle this all over. The flour will absorb all the lovely juices. Give it a good stir. And then, with our masher, we're going to kind of mash our garlic and our vegetables to extract as much flavour as possible. Now, next thing we're going to add in is about 120 mils of white wine. This is what we call deglazing. When you pour a liquid, whether it's stock or wine, onto a tray, it gives a lovely flavour, but you cook it out. And with the chicken, when we were roasting the chicken, for every maybe 20-25 minutes, I kept spooning over the juices. We call that basting. Gives fantastic flavour, keeps it moist. And we're going to pour in some chicken stock. So we're going to let this cook roughly about 5 or 6 minutes until it thickens up. So just reduce your gravy, let it slowly simmer. Depending on the chicken you're using, there may be excess fat in the roasting tin. If that's the case, drain it away, but make sure to keep a tablespoon for making the gravy. If there's any juices, which I have here, just simply pour this on here into your gravy. Okay. Now, this comes the fun part. just to break it up. So don't forget the actual carcass. When you're left with when you've eaten all the chicken, it makes the most delicious stock. So that's what we put into our gravy. So first of all, you just pull apart the leg. The same for the next one. Just go in between the leg and the breast and just simply pull it out. So just using the point of the knife, just pull it apart. Take the legs, turn them over. I'm going to get my plate, cut through the actual thigh and the drumstick of the chicken here. Now, so I love the thigh of the chicken, one of my favourite pieces on it. Slice the breast at an angle, and I love the skin too. So the meat is lovely and succulent. A really nice quality chicken. You can see the moisture there, just lift it up. And then for our vegetables, which we have over here, the carrots, which are roasted, lovely caramelized, gives great colour, and the red onion. So with our chicken, I'm serving some roast potatoes. We just boil them until the outside is soft. We call that parboiling. And I'm going to arrange them on the plate. Then we roasted them in the oven for about 30 to 40 minutes until they're golden brown with really hot oil. So 2 roast potatoes. It's my favourite. I love roast potatoes. Last thing we have to do is to strain our beautiful gravy. You have the stock in there. You have the flavour from the chicken, of course, and all the lovely vegetables and garlic. Just with the back of a ladle, just press this in here. You could use a spoon, but a ladle's better. So you're extracting as much of the flavour as possible. Yeah. And then just to serve it into a gravy jug. And then pour some over the chicken. So plenty of gravy, I love the gravy. And there you have it. A perfect Sunday lunch treat. It's the roast chicken with lemon, garlic and rosemary. Check out the full recipe on boardbia.ie. Of course, this recipe can also be done with chicken supremes. These are chicken breasts with the skin on and the wing bone still attached. Simply follow the same instructions for roasting the chicken, omitting the ingredients that go into the cavity, and reduce the cooking time to 25 to 30 minutes, or until the chicken is tender. Serve the roasting tin straight to the table. You'll find the Board Bia quality mark in supermarkets and shops throughout the country.